Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It'll be the Orlando Magic facing off against the Miami Heat. And that's it for now. Let's send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you soon.
Yes, I does that.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Magic, Hardaway is out there with Bowie. And the big guy in the middle, Shaquille O'Neal. And there's Royal, and it's Rollins in at the 4. And for the Heat, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. And it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4 slot. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. Here's Shaq.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Chalmers off the pick from Haslam. Chalmers with it. LeBron outside. 6 on the shot clock. Defender touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Magic head coach and I had a chance to talk just for a bit. We talked about their defensive game plan, and he said, for Dwayne Wade, you've got to make him a jump shooter and not fight for his pump fakes. When you do that, it's a foul or he's going to go right by you for the dunk. Kevin, Wade known for that deadly shot fake. We'll see if they can stay disciplined.
Thank you, Doris.
You know, Shaq was probably the biggest, strongest, most physically dominant center or player, for that matter, that we've had in the history of the league.
Well, you won't get an argument from me. Wilt Chamberlain would fit into that category, but I think Shaq even surpassed him with his three-dimensional size. He was tall, deep, and wide. And with that, able to power through defenders and took down a couple of rims, too. Unprecedented.
Here's Hardaway. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Here's Shaq. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Bosh. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. And it's Wade penetrating. Inside and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Where was he born with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Horace Grant, he's checked in for Rollins. Now Chalmers. Pass to LeBron. Kicks to Wade. Tries it from 19. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
And Chalmers kicks to Wade. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the first. Back to Chalmers. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's Bosh. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade. Bosh has got his first 2 points of the night. Outside Hardaway. Feeds it to O'Neal. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Miami with the ball. Wade dishes to Chalmers. Pass to LeBron. Here's the feed to Wade. Stolen by Grant. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's all tied in Miami. And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
And this team has done a nice job on the glass. I think that's how they've built this lead. They've been very physical, really established a presence in the paint.
Well, they've chased down those balls. As soon as they've hit the iron, they've been chasing them down. That's been a solid effort by them.
Well, Allen is the all-time leader in three-pointers made past Reggie Miller a couple years ago. So obviously you have to worry about him out there. But what makes Allen so good is that he can also put the ball on the floor, get into the paint, and score at that mid-range area as well.
And he really has a fondness for those corners. I mean, you just can't help off of him. Too much of a threat from out there. You've got to stay connected to him.
Nice D from Shaw. The Magic trail by 3. It's Anderson with the drive. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Here's Cole. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. James in the post, defended by Scott, and finished off by Anderson.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
There's 1:54 left now here in the second. He kicks to Grant. He's against Anderson. Pass to Shaw. He feeds it to Anderson. Here is Shaw. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 6 to shoot. Now let's go to Dorf.
Hammer time.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Both free throws good from Anderson. 1:22 left in the first half of the game. Cole, the pass to LeBron. That is good. LeBron's got 4 points this quarter.
That's his forte, finding that angle and then aggressively attacking the rim.
Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. 1:04 left in the first half.
A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
Here's Cole. 51 seconds left here in the second. And here's Anderson from the arc. Can't hit. Great D that time from Cole. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Gets the bucket.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Shaw passes to Grant. That's good. The Heat leading by 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Allen kicks to Cole. Allen against Anderson. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
12 seconds left in the second quarter. Collins with a screen on Allen. And Anderson kicks to Scott. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Allen. Shot misses. And a tight game here as we end the first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And we played 2 quarters out at American Airlines.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor has been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Orlando shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. The Heat with the lead. And here is Chalmers. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And he's the type of player who, when he gets it going, is almost impossible to cool down. Coaches will call a timeout sometimes just to take away some of the momentum that he provides for that club.
And one thing about him that might not show up in the box score, but is as important as anything else, is his leadership. I mean, he sets the tone for this team, and all of his teammates follow his example.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Horace Grant, he's checked in for the Magic. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, as you know, the Miami Heat try to keep the plays they run as simple as they can and rely on their talent and teamwork to win them games. But playing like that can present its own kind of problems. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "The challenge is not getting bored with simplicity." Simple is what works, though, as evidenced by their back-to-back titles, guys.
Well, Doris, sometimes it makes sense to keep it simple. Thanks.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
That's been so critical, Clark, because whenever they have gotten the ball into the paint, it's resulted in points, it seems like.
Shane Battier is checked in for Miami. Bosch drives in, and it's good. And the Heat lead by 3.
Well, he's so hard to stop, guys, because it poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
Hardaway passes to Bowie. And Shaq backs down. Out to Hardaway. Fires for 3. And the shot is good. Hardaway's got 8 points.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
Here's Chalmers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the dish to Wade.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And that one's good by Bosch.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Hardaway passes to Bowie. Shaq, he's covered by Bosch. Shaq dishing to Hardaway. And there's the pass to Bowie. Royal. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
The Heat shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one falls for Bosch. And the Heat making a change here. Haslam's checked in. And so Bosch nails both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Hardaway. He's got 8. Here's Shaq. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Wade with it. They lead by 1. Now, here's Chalmers. Back to Wade. Hardaway with the steal. And we just finished the third quarter, and we got a tight. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Heat.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Gets it to go.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
LeBron, guarded by Hardaway.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
LeBron outside. He dishes it to Haslam. He passes it to Chalmers. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Wade. Tries a three. And that's collected by Grant.
Surprisingly, he hasn't really been a big part of their offense. I don't think he ever got into a rhythm.
Grant with a screen on Chalmers. Pass to Roy. From downtown. They get it again. Grant kicks to Shaq. Tries again. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the Magic making a change here. Bowie's checked in. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2.
That's big. I mean, if it wasn't for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position. He did not come away totally empty with it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hey guys, over that last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address his team. He told them, the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to lose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Thanks, Doris. Lonzo looks like the Magic will retain possession here. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth. Chalmers with it. This is the Wade. The rebound by Anderson. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Yeah, there's no agenda. When the ball's just moving to whoever is open, and as a result, they've kind of developed a clicking pace to their game. It's been fun to watch.
The blocking foul is called as the shot goes down.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Orlando.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight.
Here's Chalmers. LeBron James on the wing. And Chalmers kicks to Wade. Shot clock at 6. LeBron outside. From deep three-point range. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Boy, that was way behind the line. Now, he can make that at times.
He certainly is one of the guys that can actually do it from there.
Now Hardaway. Feeds to O'Neal. The shot is off. Well, he go the other way with it.
Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul him right away.
And LeBron throws it down.
Some big-time power on that putback.
You got to admire the perseverance, don't you? He worked for that one so hard.
Went after.
Yeah, that's what offensive rebounding is all about, Kevin. Anticipation and grinding for those second chances.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Royal, he's checked in for Anderson. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
LeBron James on the wing. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Hey, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're trailing by 5. 15 seconds left in the game. Here's LeBron. Pass to Bosh. Wade outside. On deep. And it's Wade again missing. Now here's Hardaway.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things in your own hands.
Did you get an assist and a field goal for that? I mean, that was ridiculous.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Penny Hardaway.
Start it. friends, new strangers.
A terrific, beautiful night here in downtown Los Angeles. Our broadcast here at the sold-out Staples Center. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. You're alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. I'm Kevin Harlan. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for Chicago, John Paxson is out there with Michael Jordan. They've got Cartwright. He'll be battling under the boards to get the job done, both on offense and defense. Then there's Sellers, and it's Corzine in at the 4 slot. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt. And holding down the middle out of Central Michigan University, the skilled and ambidextrous 7-footer, Chris Kaman. Then there's Nick Young, and it's Gasol at the 4-man position. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And here's Kobe. He feeds it to Gasol. Here's Kaman, and the layup's good off the glass. Kaman's got the opening basket of the game for the Lakers.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Outside Jordan. And the shot is good.
Yeah, and he's one player who doesn't need a lot of space to get to the basket. He's really crafty, the way he can blast his way straight through traffic. He's really strong.
And Steve, some of the best highlights you're ever going to see are going to come from this guy. Every time he steps on the court, there's a chance he'll perform the dunk of the season.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Young. That is his first foul of the game.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Backing down is Jordan. Count the bucket. Jordan's got his second basket.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Bulls. We discussed their defensive strategy going up against Kobe Bryant. He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room in his jump shot, but when he's got all those fakes, it's so tough. Guys, he said he knows Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency out there. Guess we'll see how they do.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here's Jordan following the basket by Kobe Bryant.
And that's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. We'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
So for the Bulls, Horace Grant, he's checked in for Corzine, and Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Sellers. Now here's Nash, and stolen by Jordan. Pass to Paxson, and stolen by Nash. Some changes for Chicago. Purdue comes in for Bill Kirk, and Hodges subbed in for Michael Jordan. Nash kicks to Hill. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Good! Here's Chicago. They trail by 1. He dishes it to Grant. He's up against Gasol. Grant backs in. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. It's Pippen with the drive.
The defender just didn't have the speed to stay in front of him, and he streaked in for the layup. That's a real nice move. Well done.
Steve Blake's checked in for the Lakers. Farmar comes in for Steve Nash. And Wesley Johnson with the slam. Los Angeles on D. The pass to Grant. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The offense is getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
Davis is checked in for Chicago. And here is Blake. Feeds to Farmar. Left side Gasol. The finger roll finish at the bottom.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Blake for 3. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area. Boy, they just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Here's Farmar. Passes it to Blake. It's picked off. Here's Vincent. The rebound by Blake. Johnson attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It goes on Horace Grant. Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys. Down below 70% as a team from the line.
Chicago trailing here. Outside Pippen. He kicks it to Grant. Up and in on the layup. Grant's got 6. Clark and Steve, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
Yeah, how about that last lead change, guys? That's number 7 for the game.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Jordan Farmar is back in the NBA after playing last season in Turkey. He's making about a third of what he could earn overseas, but he said, quote, "This is the only situation I would have taken a minimum deal with. I miss my family, I miss being home, and ultimately, I miss being a Laker." He's an LA native, won 2 titles in purple and gold, and guys, it's good to be back.
Yeah, he is a winner. No doubt about that. Thank you, Doris. Here's Grant after Pau Gasol's bucket. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Here's Farmar, the 11-footer, and that one hits back iron. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Vincent, kicks it to Grant. And the call will be against Steve Blake. That's his first foul. Grant the pass to Pippen. And that one's good. .59 seconds left to play here in the half. Blake dishes to Farmar. Gasol screen. Now Farmar. Johnson kicks to Hill. And it's blocked by Grant. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. That's on Jordan Farmar.
Well, Pippen really was the prototypical point forward. You know, he handled the ball on offense, but defensively, the versatility was what stood out. He could guard any player on the floor.
Yeah, and he can make everybody on defense better with how he played. Pressuring the ball, defending wing players. He could reach out and come up with steals, jump passing lanes. I mean, you just don't see somebody spearhead a defense from a small forward position the way Scottie Pippen did.
Jordan Farmar. He's checked in for Steve Blake. Lakers trail by 5. Farmar kicks to Keenan. Can't get it to go.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Here's Farmar. Came in the high post. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
With 1 on the clock, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
He is really hard to guard. I mean, that's about all you can ask of the defense out there.
The Bulls have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Here's Nash. And that does it for the first half of play. Bulls
Now, presented by Sprint.
Glad you're spending Saturday night with us. Let's check out what's happened so far. Chicago with the lead against the Lakers out at Staples Center. They're racking up the assists, great passing in the early going. Michael Jordan off to a good start. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And on the other hand, the Lakers are still alive. Tenacious offensive rebounding. Their second chance points are piling up. Chris Kaman playing well in the first half. He's got 4 points and also helped out with 2 rebounds. Now let's get back over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of our crew as the second half gets underway.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Jordan is giving him lots of trouble. He's got 10 points and a steal.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, gentlemen, the Lakers barely squeezed into the playoffs last season. Despite that, they had the largest luxury tax bill in the league, almost $30 million, more than double the next highest team in the Miami Heat. So, maybe one silver lining for them with Dwight Howard deciding to move to Houston? The team won't have to shoulder the even more punitive taxes that began this season. Kevin?
Good point, Doris. Thanks. Nash, the pass to Keenan. Puts it up from 15, and the jumper is on the mark. Keenan's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Lakers. And the dunk by Corzine. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Now, here's Nash. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Jordan, guarded by Kobe. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. For Chicago, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. Horace Grant, he's checked in for the Bulls. Pippen comes in for Sellers. And so Jordan nails both of them.
Boy, that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Nash against Paxson. Nash kicks to Kobe. Kaman inside, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Jordan Hill, he's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Now here's Pippen. He's got 6. He passes to Paxson. Jordan. Working on Bryant. Lakers trail by 5. For Los Angeles, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. The first free throw is good. Chicago making a switch here. Vincent's checked in. And so Nash nails both of them. And here are the Bulls now. Jordan, the pass to Cartwright. Backing down is Jordan.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Here comes Nash. Now the dish to Kobe. He's against Jordan. Fade away. That is good.
Well, he's established himself as one of the league's premier clutch performers. You know, with some unbelievable plays down the stretch and tight ball games.
And he's also a guy, Steve, whose confidence is not very easily shaken. That's an important quality to have. He'll miss a few shots in a row, but they're not going to cause him to doubt himself. Not in the least.
The baseline J off the mark.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Pass to Vincent. Back to Jordan. Now Cartwright, guarded by Kobe. Grant, that's good. Grant's got 10 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Vincent, the pass to Pippen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Outside, Kobe. Here's Hill. Can't connect. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bulls out front, up by 7. Live. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Nash drives in with the fadeaway. Here's Gasol, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gasol's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Lakers. That one goes. Count it. And the Bulls lead by 7.
And great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
That's good. 6 points for Kobe Bryant.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Gets it to go. Now about a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Gasol with the steal. And Young, here we go. Good work defensively by Pippen.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 4th rebound in this one. So for the Bulls, Bill Carter, he's checked in for Grant. And Michael Jordan subbed in for Scottie Pippen. Kobe with the bucket.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender draped all over.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
And if they continue to shoot well from the free throw line like they are, their lead is going to be pretty steady here.
Oh, look at that. Bringing down the house. Rattle that rim, young man. Rattle that rim.
He did it all right. The rim, backboard, the stanchion, all of it.
Oh, get it. Oh, watch out now. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Kaman kicks it over to Nash. Back to Kaman. Shot clock at 6. He hits the first one, and that brings them within 2 here. Chicago making some changes. Grant comes in for Dave Porzingis. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Sellers. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. Pass to Paxson. Michael Jordan on the wing.
That foul gives him 4, so he's just 2 away from being Dairy Queen. In the first half, he was able to get to the line a little bit more. Let's see if he can pick it up here.
That's the first. That will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Tremendous job at the foul line as usual. You can always bank on him in these situations.
Kaman fires.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag.
There's 38 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Outside Jordan. Clock at 6. And Kobe with the block.
Well, it's still within reach.
Yeah, but their offense, Steve, needs to be just about perfect from here out.
And finished off by Kaman.
Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. He's able to hit the second one, and that will put them up by 2. Timeout called the Lakers. They're behind by 2. 19 seconds left to play here in the fourth. How's your thoughts?
Well, we'll see what they come up with. Plenty of time. If they execute, they should be able to get a good look here.
I agree with you, Steve, but I'd like to see him pound it inside and try to get to the rim.
So it's the Lakers now. Gasol with the steal. Got down low that time, and he got the 3-second hook.
Boy, in a close game especially, those plays really hurt.
Well, Cartwright tries to keep it alive. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and polish it off.
Back to Young. The feed to Kobe. Nash outside. That's good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Michael Jordan.
Welcome to NBA basketball. I'm Damon Bruce, and we've got it for you here on 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the New York Knicks. And we're ready for tip in New York City. Kevin Harlan and the crew with the call.
Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First, for the Rockets, Smith is out there with Maxwell. They've got Olajuwon each and every night. So important to utilize that size under the basket, and you know he'll be contributing in every way he can here tonight. Then there's Ori, and it's Thorpe in at the power forward. And for the Knicks, Felton is out there with Iman Shumpert. And in the middle, the 2012 Defensive Player of the Year, 7'1" rebounder, shot blocker, and leader Tyson Chandler. Then it's Anthony, and it's Bargnani in at the 4 slot. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Felton with the ball. Now Smith defending. Chandler with the screen on Smith. Felton the pass to Chandler. Back to Felton. Clock at 6. He lobs it up. Chandler hammers the alley-oop through.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Olajuwon can't hit.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Shumpert with it. Now guarded by Maxwell. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Mike Woodson had a few moments to share with me. I asked him where he thought they have an advantage in this game, and he said our shot blocking is one thing that really sets us apart. Now, we have to be solid all around, but that does help us quite a bit when it comes to sending away penetration and shot attempts inside. Kevin, never something you want to rely on, but always a great backup to have.
All right, great stuff, Doris. Thanks. Guys, not too much of a surprise that defense is going to be the emphasis.
Yeah, that's the type of team they are. I mean, they always seem to feed off of that defense. They're just really trying to attack and force some turnovers and get out and run.
Exactly, Steve. I mean, that's really what drives them on a game-to-game basis.
This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
And you know, frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I just, you know what, come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Now it's Shumpert running. He can go all the way. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. There's 1:17 left to play in the first. He dishes it to Felton. Just 5 on the clock. Bargnani covered by Thorpe. Pulls up on the elbow. Offensive rebound. Felton attacking. The dish to Chandler. The second chance effort. And that comes off the assist by Raymond Felton. And that's now 7 points for Tyson Chandler. Here's Smith. Back to Olajuwon. Fades. Gets the bucket. There's 38 seconds left in the first. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. Houston with a big group substitution here. Bullard, he's checked in for Olajuwon. Ellie comes in for Horry. Brooks checked in for Maxwell. And it's Cassell in for Smith. Here's Hudrick. Outside world peace. He feeds it to Smith. 6 to shoot. Lets it go with the 3. World peace dishes to Smith. And he dumps it down.
Punches it down.
Rubs it in. And it looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
There's a screen. Pass to Cassell. Here's Ellie. Cassell kicks to Brooks. Oh, good on the 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
Well, he's so dangerous on the offensive glass. You know, well, Clark, what's your expression for it? A glass eater?
That's right. You got it, Steve. A go-and-get-it specialist is another way to look at him. He follows every shot, never assumes it's going in.
Here's Stoudemire. That is good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Nuggets trail by 5. Pass to Bullard. Here's Cassell. Ready by Stoudemire. Puts up the baby hook. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, Andrea Bargnani, the #1 overall pick back in 2006, but he hasn't been a star caliber player in the NBA. Injuries have played a role, certainly, but his defense and rebounding have been the biggest problems. A former coach of his with the Raptors said it just didn't seem like he had enough passion for the game, that it wasn't important enough to him. Some pretty harsh words, but guys, sometimes for 7-footers, the game finds them. And defense and rebounding, certainly not the glamorous parts of this game. Kevin will see if he ever realizes his potential.
And hope for the best. Thanks, Doris. Anthony backing him down. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. And this defense needs to close those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the 3.
Throws it up high.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
And Stoudemire pulls it down.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. Well, their plan of attack has been pretty clear to see. Get the ball inside and just take it strong to the hoop. Be dominant in the lane.
Well, the defense has been very slow to adjust. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Cassell. He's guarded by Udrih. Thorpe. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Thorpe's got 4 points in the quarter.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Metal World Peace. .56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Anthony from the arc. Kept alive by New York. Second shot opportunity. And Stoudemire, the bucket on the assist by Chandler. 6 points for Amari Stoudemire. Thorpe with a screen on Smith. Thorpe, the pass to Brooks. Here's Cassell. This one for 3. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Udrih.
That's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Brooks for three. Hits the bucket. Brooks has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's something we didn't see at all from him in the first half when he had a goose egg from three-point land.
Anthony off a pick from Chandler. Chandler with a screen for Anthony. Chandler outside. From past the arc. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half is now in the book.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's a good one going out in New York. Glad to have you with us for our halftime show. New York leading against Houston.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And standing tall over New York Harbor, the Statue of Liberty, as we welcome you back. It's been a clinic from Chandler.
Yeah, it's been sheer dominance in the post by him so far, just tearing them up when he gets inside.
And getting it to him is the only hard part. Once he has it, he's automatic.
Now Smith. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. He kicks to Olajuwon. Pass to Maxwell. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Houston.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, although Andrea Bargnani is a player that had seemed to have lost a lot of value around the league, the Knicks were actually eager to acquire him this offseason, despite the money remaining on his contract. And you can see the fit. A team that loves to spread the floor and shoot threes, he can certainly do that, and gives the team another versatile scorer to complement the brilliant Carmelo Anthony. Kevin, we'll see how it works out.
Seems like a good fit. Thanks, Doris.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Felton against Smith. Felton kicks to Bargnani. He passes to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. And Chandler throws it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Here's Maxwell. Houston moving it around. Thorpe working against Bargnani. The pass to Ori. The tray. That's good. Ori's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Smith with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Rejected by Chandler, but they'll get another chance. The drive by Olajuwon.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
And it's tied up with that one.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Olajuwon against Chandler. Kicks to Bargnani. Dishes to Felton. Outside Felton. And the rejection by Smith. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Here's Felton. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Back to Anthony. Chandler with the screen on Ori. Felton against Smith. Shot clock at 6. Felton dishes to Chandler. There's the killer two-handed slam. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that
And
jam.
I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You've got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Smith. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Felton the pass to Chandler. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
The Knicks have shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game.
Yeah, very average shooting team in terms of the free throw line. About 76% a year ago. And that one miss could hurt them. I mean, there's a big difference between being up 1 and being up 2.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over. And you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've worked hard tonight at crashing the boards as well. They've had a bunch of second-chance points.
Now here is Smith. Now the feed to Olajuwon to take the lead. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Olajuwon's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Rockets. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Smith kicks to Olajuwon. Bargnani's there. Olajuwon inside. Defended by Bargnani. Olajuwon no luck. Pass to Thorpe. Smith outside. A 3. Good. And the Rockets lead by 4.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for the Knicks. Thorpe against Bargnani. Felton goes in. Olajuwon with the block. Smith kicks to Olajuwon. And it comes off the front of the rim.
A cool shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Smith dishes to Felton. Feeds it to Carmelo. Shoots from the baseline. Gets the bucket.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
And here's Houston. A 2-point game. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Smith with it. Back to Olajuwon. Puts up the baby hook. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists in the game. Here comes Smith. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Back to Olajuwon. Just 5 to shoot. Chandler on him. Fades away. Nails it.
You know, shooting as well as he has from the floor in the game this tight, guys, you've got to think he's going to be a factor near the end.
Here's Smith.
Yes! Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big moment in this game.
40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Smith kicks to Olajuwon. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. First free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead. New York calls timeout. They're losing by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, down 3, you don't necessarily have to go for the 3. You could go for the quick bucket and then the foul.
I'm not sure. I mean, in this situation, I think they should look for the 3, Steve. I mean, try to tie this thing up. You've got 3-point shooters. Let it fly.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Man, pressure-packed free throws, but he looks cool as can be. So big, give them that 3-point lead.
Anthony drives in. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard, and the shot will go to the line. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2 here. He's perfect from the line this time.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. He dishes it to Shumpert to take the lead. Right between the eyes.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it now.
Stolen by Bargnani. And he commits the intentional foul.
Shooting for New York, Andrea Bargnani. At the line for 2.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
A chance to tie it up, Clark.
A 3 would make it happen.
So a close game sees New York take this one. Well, they don't get much more exciting than that, Clark.
They sure don't. And when it was gut check time, this team kept their composure, kept their emotions in check, and got it done.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Curry, Norris, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan player of the game, Tyson Chandler.